I look freaking crazy. What's up? This is going to be a Virgo full moon energy reading. So hopefully you guys um, join when you feel guided to join or whatever. I just woke up maybe like an hour ago. So I look shows on my face. I took a nap earlier and it was a long nap. Much needed though. But I wanted to tap into this full moon energy because I knew that it was special. Something about it is special. So I want to see. I'm not into astrology. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not into astrology. I'm not like a expert or anything. I'm not even half of an expert. So I'm not really gonna go into like energy updates and all that type of stuff because I'm not really that knowledgeable. I'm looking for a spread, a full moon spread. That would be perfect. Let's see. I like some of these spreads. These are cool. Okay. I found one online. I'm going to give this person credit, whoever made this. It's Angel Room, Angela Room, like forum, I guess, .co. They have the Virgo Full Moon Tarot spread. So I'm going to use that one. And then I'm going to, of course, do my own thing. But I like the questions and things. So I'm going to use this because the Virgo full moon is about cleansing, removing things that no longer serve us, which, you know, we always say that every full moon is like a completion stage. It's also a manifestation period. Virgo energy is very, very, for one, it's an earth sign. This represents perfectionism. But I feel like this could be a good thing because it's pushing you to like not slack off. Like no excuses, no BS. Like you know what you need to do, you know what you need to change. It's kind of like that type of energy. So I'm just gonna tap into that. I'm gonna tap into all of this energy. I'm gonna ask the Most High God to step through this energy and bring me nothing but love, light, truth, and clarity, as well as protection. I call on my spiritual team of angels and guides who lovingly watch over me and assist me to the path of whatever is right for me, whatever is of my highest good. I also call to Archangel Michael to protect and seal this reading with nothing but love. Protect it with love. Block out any lower vibrational energies. Put my ego aside. Any egotistical energies, any lower vibrational energies, or entities that try to penetrate through this reading, that Archangel Michael, you send that energy back to wherever it came from. Before I start this reading, those who are gathered, I ask that they be sealed with protection. Those who came with good intentions, I send them love and protection tenfold. Those who are here with ill intention, that their energies be sent back to them and mirrored back to them tenfold, Most High God. All right. Thank you. It is done. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. So I'm going to do a general overview, and of course I'm going to look at love and any other messages that Spirit wants us to look into. So the first aspect is what is cluttering your slate. So basically, what is cluttering whatever needs to come in, whatever needs to manifest for you. What is cluttering that? Pretty much, what is the block? What is the block? What is a major block? Collectively, this is not going to resonate with everybody because it's general, but just take what does. What needs to be blocked out? The Five of Pentacles. Okay. What relevant shadow issues? What is a shadow issue? So meaning, what is it in the shadows? What aspects of yourself is still in the dark that needs to be addressed? What is a relevant shadow issue that needs to be addressed? Most High God, thank you. The King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles came out. So 2 cards came out for that one. All right. Next, how can you clean your slate? How can you clean this energy? How can you remove what is blocking you? What can you do to remove this energy on your behalf? Thank you. The Princess of Pentacles. We got a lot of earth energy so far, so I know that's the Virgo energy. What are you making room for? What is it that we're making room for collectively, Most High God? What is it that we are making room for? Excuse me. What are we making room for? Whoa. Come on now. The Queen of Cups. How will this make you more independent? In what way will this make us more independent and more on top of our shish? In what way? The Lover's card. What is the legacy that you're going to leave behind? So with this Virgo full moon energy, what is this going to leave behind? What good energy, good deeds, legacy, platforms, what have you? This is, you know, Virgo is like a hard-working energy. They are the perfectionists. So think of like popular Virgos. Michael Jackson, Beyonce. Who else is a Virgo? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Doesn't matter. You see Beyonce, her legacy. You see Michael Jackson's legacy. I'm sure there's other Virgos that are popular, but those are my main two that, you know. So let's get into the reading. I'm going to start with what is cluttering your space or your slate. What is cluttering this new energy from coming in? Your closet. You know, the closet that you need to make way for those new clothes. You know what I'm saying? So we have Five of Pentacles. This attitude or this perception that you don't have or you will never have. It's, you know, being outside of the church and like moping around, hoping that someone will take you in, someone will provide. So it's kind of like lacking faith, because it's like, it reminds me of that Bible scripture or whatever. When I see the Five of Pentacles, it's like, you don't knock, you're not going to receive. You don't ask, you're not going to receive. So it's like that asking you shall receive. Asking it is given, basically. So she has her head turned too. Like, she's sitting in front of this church. It's like she's almost missing the point of refusing to see that all she has to do is just ask for help, knock on that door and ask for the help that she needs, the assistance, which leads into the Six of Pentacles, because the Six of Pentacles is the giver card. Sometimes it's the charity card. So it could be like a lot of us collectively are either not, it could be we're looking at the things that we don't have rather than expecting more. Some of us don't believe that we are even worthy to ask for what we're wanting. That's not going to resonate for everybody. Okay. It could also be that you're holding on to things that just don't serve you, because you also have the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords could be like, be mindful of what you're speaking over your life. Be mindful of the way that you're expressing yourself. Like, you could have more, but maybe you're saying to yourself, like, you know, this is going to do for now. Or, you know, you can have more, but you're still stating what you believe you can have. Maybe it's not putting a cap on or limit to what you can have or what you can manifest. All right. Relevant issue, relevant shadow issue. What is the shadow that needs to be addressed? You have the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, this is holding your own greatness back, your own creativity back, your own, you know, confidence in the ability to shine. For some of you, this is love, or this could be like a friendship it could be a family member. It could be someone amongst you. They don't have to be a fire sign like the King of Wands, but for some of you, that could be more specific. Like, could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian male, or a very dominant fire sign that you feel like is always kind of holding you back, or someone that you need to let go of. This person could be intimidating. But I feel more so this is like about us being at our highest state of creativity right now. Obviously, it's not the Magician, or it's not the Empress, or whatever. But the King of Wands is very spontaneous. He knows he knows how charismatic he is. He knows that he can attract whomever. You know, he turns heads it's like the Queen of Wands. She turns heads when she walks into a room. She commands her presence. And I feel a lot of us have that light, but we haven't been fully embracing it as we should. Like, it's more than what we think it is. Like, even if you feel like you capture attention, it's like you still are putting a cap on your light. So that's a shadow aspect. And it could have, you know, issues to do with you know, programming and things that still need to be released with the Four of Pentacles, obviously. Things that you've adopted over time. Princess of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles, and this represents what are you making room for? Or no, though, sorry, this is how to cleanse your slate. So how to clean your slate. The Page of Pentacles is a student, right? So I get like this isn't taking instructions from Spirit or someone that's teaching you, but this is more so like being in the student position with this card, the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like the ball is in a lot of our court. Like, we know what we need to do. We know how we need to cleanse and release. And I feel like Spirit is very closely walking with everyone, closely working with everybody. Our own spiritual teams are working with us. We're receiving signs and synchronicities. We might have people to help us or give us a heads up on what we need to release. Whether, you know, you have spiritual friends that are helping you, whether you're looking at things online or whatever that's helping you, or, you know, prayer, or it could be people triggering you. There's a way that people are teaching us and helping us see what we need to cleanse. The Devil in the Tower. So yeah, tower moments. I feel like everybody's kind of had like a tower moment. It doesn't have to be anything really, really big, but it's enough to get you to go like, okay, Spirit, like what's really going on? What do I need to do? I'm tired of this. I'm not playing these games anymore. Whatever it is that leads you to break free of, it's like a cycle or a pattern of something that needs to be let go of. What's that video? This looks like a music video. It's coming to me. It's like doom 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 doom. It looks like that video. I think is it Red Stripes? I think it's a band called Red Stripes. I could be wrong, but it looks like that video. I don't know why that came to me. But whatever this is, it needs to be broken. It's like final, like let it go. It's like time to let it go. So what are you going to gain or just make room for? What are you making room for? The Queen of Cups. What you're making room for is everything that you've invested in, emotionally invested in, the things that you've been nurturing and babying, the things and the projects that you love, the things that your heart truly desires. This is true heart's desires with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very loving, very nurturing, very mothering. She'll do anything for those that she loves. So it's something that you truly, truly desire for yourself. And it's not just for you alone. I feel like this is for people around you. I've never noticed that she's a mermaid. The Queen of Cups is a mermaid. So it's kind of like the Little Mermaid. You want to be able to be a part of this big world. You see yourself being a part of, you know, success. It could be that for some of you. It could be you're looking at families, you know, happy families, and you want to be a part of that. You want that for yourself. You want to be able to walk your walk. You don't want these fins anymore. You're tired of swimming. You want to walk now. It's like, that's a whole new world is Aladdin, by the way, but that's what came to me. But you want to be a part of this big world. You don't want to just sit, I don't know, I'm hearing Disney music in my head. I'm clairaudient, y'all, if y'all didn't know by now. I hear music all the time. But that's what I'm getting. Queen of Cups. You're making room for the things that your heart truly is desiring and really invested in. And it's not just about you. This is the things that you can see for other people. Like, say it could be like a community center or something. For some, that's like big. For some, that's small. But just take whatever resonates, because that involves other people. It's not just about you. The Lover's card. The Lover's card represents, how will this make you more independent? How is this change or this energy going to make you more independent? I feel like it's going to make you more in tune with your inner self. Like, you'll really be able to start listening to yourself more. Because the Lover's card is about choices. It's also about communication being ruled by, because it's Gemini, right? Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury, which is communication. So I feel like this is a mirroring energy. This is understanding yourself much more. Being able to communicate your thoughts and ideas, not just with yourself, but other people. You know how to relate to others, or it's like a new level of understanding. I'm not saying this is romantic, but it could be for some of you. But I feel like this is just all in all understanding others, but most importantly, understanding yourself and listening to your heart, listening to, yeah, this is listening to your heart. Even though the cups, this is the only And the Tower card. The Tower card has Scorpio energy in it. The Queen of Cups is water. So that's the only water energy, but I feel like this is listening to your heart, listening to how you feel, and honoring that. Making a choice to live from the soul. Because, you know, the Lover's card is about choices. It's either the temptations or following the soul, following the heart, following that path of the heart and the soul. And that's what I'm feeling. Okay. What is the legacy that you're going to leave behind? The Hermit and the Ace of Swords, which is weird. But the Hermit is Virgo, though, right? It's Virgo energy. And Ace of Swords. So, what are you going to leave behind? You might leave behind a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You're going to pave the way for other people. It's like, I see this woman, she looks like she's looking at a painting in a museum. So some of you guys, you're leaving behind art. That could be something specific for some of you. I don't know, some of you guys may be into music videos. Maybe that's what this was about. Okay. I got you, Spirit. Maybe some of you guys would like to be a producer or something, or like production and movies and commercials or something. Maybe that's what you want to do. Could be acting for some of you, but I feel some sort of art. But as a whole, just as collective energy, you guys are leaving it like a template for other people to learn from. That's what you're leaving behind. Because you had to go through this cave, like you had to go through this alone. Not necessarily alone, you have people to support you, but it's like your own unique journey, your own unique lessons that you had to experience and go through is going to be beneficial and helpful for the next group of people, which is beautiful. The Hermit is a teacher. It's that guru that had to separate himself and go within. It's like that Buddha energy. All right, so let's see what's good with love. Let's see if we get something a little bit different. I'm going to use the Lover's Path Tarot. I'm going to use the same spread, but in terms of love. Thank you, Most High God. Let's tap into the love realm. Love of romance and partnerships, whether you're single or you're in a relationship. It's complicated, situationship, what have you, whatever. What is cluttering this slate, this new slate, when it comes to a healthier love life? What is cluttering this energy? What is the block? Awakening, which is the Sun card in this deck. Okay. What is the relevant shadow issue? So what, like, shadow issue that needs to be or looked into? What is a relevant shadow issue when it comes to love energy during this full moon? What do we need to address? Princess of Cups, or Prince of Cups, sorry, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. Okay. How to clean this slate. What can we do to clean and remove these blockages? What can we do? What can we do to have a fresh new slate? Princess of Coins, which is the Princess of Pentacles again. And it was in the same position in the other reading, which is weird. Okay, it's a student energy. What are you making room for? What is it that you are making room for when it comes to love? What are we making room for, Most High God? What are we making room for? Judgment in reverse. That's weird. I'm going to have to clarify that. All right. How will this energy make you more independent when it comes to love? How is this energy going to make us more independent when it comes to love? Tradition, which is the Hierophant, Romeo and Juliet card. We got a whole bunch of majors so far. A lot the Spirit's working when it comes to love, I see. All right, last but not least, what legacy will you leave behind when it comes to love? What legacy are you going to leave behind when it comes to love? Collectively, Most High God. Collectively. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. And I will clarify this. Don't go like, oh, shish. Let me clutch my pearls real quick. Okay. No. I should have got my Romance Angels cards to clarify, but that's all good. I'll clarify with these. Or no. Let me stick to the energy of this. Okay. So what is cluttering you? What is a blockage when it comes to love? We have the Sun card, which is awakening. Now, I'm about to, like, I don't want to throw anybody off because this is not going to resonate with everybody. But some of you could be, okay, the Nine of Cups, clarified. It came out. It just flew out. This could be for some, because this is Cupid in here. Cupid is in this card. Someone is needing to awaken. Someone's partner needs to awaken. It could be someone that you are already involved with, someone you're already invested in, waiting for, or this could just be like a person you have yet to have met. Um, Maybe this is you still needing to awaken as well, but it's like he's coming to her. So it's like you don't. It may not be literal to this person and tell them, "Hey, you need to wake up." You know, it could just be that your presence in their life is meant to help them kind of awaken to some extent, and it could be vice versa. Like maybe both of you are here to help each other awaken. So someone is refusing this, and I see this little stubborn ass energy. Excuse my language, don't get mad at me, I'm just being honest. It's some stubborn energy like, oh, because I'm just more spiritually aware than them. Like, no, we can always feed and learn off of each other. It could be the person that doesn't know anything about chakras that can still teach you a little bit of something, something, just because they don't know about chakras and all this other stuff, astrology and whatever else. Whatever we think is highly spiritual does not mean they don't have something to teach you. So it's like both people can feed off of it. So it could be for a lot of you that she's looking at him like, what? Like, excuse me? Like, like, hold on, let me put this in frame. Yeah, she's looking at him like, boy, I don't need your help. Like, I got this. And he's like, no, you do. I'm cute, but I know what I'm talking about. That's what he's looking like. So the Nine of Cups, like, awakening, like you're removing these blockages to be more aware of what you desire. Some of you guys may be in denial and saying to yourself like, I'm completely full and whole, I don't need anybody to come in. That's for some of you, not everybody. The Prince of Cups, relevant shadow issue. Relevant shadow issue is that some of you are really not receptive to receive love. Some of you guys are afraid to approach someone in love. Does the name Tristan mean anything to you guys? Because this is, I think this is a prince. His name is Tristan, but that stood out to me. Anybody with the name Tristan, that might mean something for you. All right. Contemplation with the Hermit card. This is the Hermit card. Eloise, anybody with Eloise, is maybe for you too. Anywho, Five of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, someone's contemplating a little bit too hard about reaching out to somebody and telling them how they feel. Some of you guys are knowing this. You guys might be expecting that someone is coming. Maybe you will receive a message during this full moon because this is Virgo energy. The Hermit card is Virgo. The Five of Wands is like someone may have to just like say to themselves, like, swallow their pride, get out of their ego. This could have been like an argument or something that sparked this, or disagreement, and I feel like somebody's trying to work on making things right. Could have been misunderstandings or something, but someone spent a lot of time contemplating and going within when it comes to this situation. So this is the shadow issue that needs to be addressed. This could be you too. Like, you might feel like you've been spending a lot of time, you know, going within, trying to figure out should you or should you not say something to someone. It could also just be an apology or making peace with something or someone. That could be it too. All right. What are you making room for? You're making room for Princess of Pentacles. Or how can you clean your slate? Sorry, I keep jumping around. How can you clean your slate? Princess of Pentacles, which is Page of Pentacles. So that again is being receptive to learn, being okay with being the student, being okay with taking advice from other people, or learning from your triggers, learning from your past, learning from other people in your environment, whatever that means. Like, just take what resonates. Clarify. The Six of Wands. Not being so prideful, not taking too much pride in the fact that you feel like you got it all together and nothing or no one can teach you. Also being able to, it could also be how to clean your slate is to look at how far you've come and give yourself that pat on the back. Give yourself that just due. It's okay to be like, you know what, I actually came from a lot. The Star card flew out, which is the Grace card, but this is the Star card. Yeah, it's like Spirit is trying to carry you, and you can't always, because when you're in the heat of fire, sometimes you do need the divine direction, and it's okay to take divine direction and not always want to take the lead all the time. But I feel like there's some stubborn people up in here, and I'm not trying to offend anybody because I'm stubborn as hell. I'm a triple Taurus. I know what it is. I'm very stubborn. All right, so Judgment card. Judgment card represents what are you making room for, and this is in reverse. I'm gonna look at the card, not so much the meaning of the Judgment card, because it's like this couple. She looks like a little smart aleck, like she's smiling and he's waiting on her. So some of you guys, what are you making room for? It could be something that you have been procrastinating on when it comes to love, or holding back in love. Like, you know, you kind of get a kick out of making somebody wait, or this could be someone else getting a kick out of making you wait, and that's being like, that's enough is enough. But it could have been like a karmic cycle where things had to be a certain way. The Three of Cups, the Two of Arrows, which is the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, okay. So some of you guys, this could be like a situation that turns out for the better if somebody is dealing with multiple people, or it's just like a lot of people in the way. It doesn't have to be romantically. It could be like friends or family, some sort of third-party influence that was kind of halting things. Because I feel like someone wanted, there's Cupid again coming to this woman. There's a person that was always invested and always seemingly interested, but the other party seemed like they were not that interested, or they weren't investing as much as the other person. Now I feel like this, specifically, I feel like this is a male energy that's coming to save this woman, or coming in, like he's been watching her. She's just oblivious to the fact that he's always been there. She's been asleep to the fact that he's always been there. And he's like, I know you see me. I know, like, I know you see me. Stop playing. And she's laughing because she knows it's true. With the Queen of Pentacles, this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, female specifically, but it doesn't have to be. This could just be the person's very, very independent. Someone who could be a bit stubborn. Again, I just keep getting stubborn. Stubbornness comes out. If y'all don't mind me calling y'all out, you're okay. If it resonates, if the shoe fits, if it doesn't, don't be all offended. I'm not like trying to be rude, but I just get stubbornness. I'm just being honest with what I'm seeing. Then you have the Tradition card, which is the Hierophant with Romeo and Juliet. And that represents, how will this make you more independent in love? When you guys step out of the traditions, because you know the story of Romeo and Juliet, they had to go against their family. Love, you know, when love, it is what it is. What is that? When it comes to love, God doesn't care about the laws of the land. It's a divine love type of thing. So in spite of their families being at odds and being, you know, rivals, their love was what brought them together, but also at the same time what not really separated them, but took them out. So not saying that y'all gotta be that dramatic and do all of that, but I feel like this is a metaphor. It's, how is this going to make you more independent? It's stepping out of the norm when it comes to your love life.